Hello, everybody. This is Jill Troderman on Feeding the Family. I've got in the studio today a very special guest. Her name is Yeyen Gunawan.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
So we're so happy to have you. Today is Wednesday, May 28th, and we're streaming live from Santa Cruz Voice, santacruzvoice.com in beautiful Santa Cruz County, California. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Yeyen. About 20 years ago, Yeyen embarked on a personal health journey that transformed her life. In her 20s, she often woke up exhausted, struggled with a bloated stomach, mood swings, energy crashes, and persistent acne. Discovering raw foods was a turning point. Yeyen immersed herself in learning about raw food culture, cuisines, experimenting with recipes, and quickly noticed incredible changes. Her skin cleared up, her energy levels soared, and her overall well-being improved dramatically. Inspired by this transformation, Ms. Gunawan founded a raw food restaurant, La Vie, to share the healing power of foods with others. Her philosophy is simple. Food is medicine. When you nourish your body with the right ingredients, you can achieve optimal health and clear mind. This clarity allows you to focus on helping others, protecting the environment, and becoming the best version of yourself. Yeyen initially ran Café La Vie for 3.5 years, and this August marks its 20th anniversary. Although Yeyen no longer runs the restaurant, her passion for healthy, vibrant living continues throughout her presence at the farmers market. Today, you can find Yeyen's offerings at 19 different locations across Santa Cruz County, all the way up to Marin County. And La Vie has a presence in Pleasanton, Campbell, and all kinds of places in Northern California. Her mission is to help others discover the life-changing benefits of nourishing raw foods and to inspire a community of health, conscious, and vibrant individuals.
Yay.
Right on.
Yes. 20 years, baby. 20 years.
And going strong.
Yes.
So La Vie, that's your main baby, huh?
Oui.
How did you come upon that cool name?
Actually, believe it or not, it came when I was in a steakhouse.
That's classic.
That's why La Vie is all plant-based products.
That is hysterical.
Well, at the time in my 20s, I used to love the French anything, French culture, French food, French man. And I love the language. So La Vie means life, and it has double meaning, life, and also life like life as life food,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I name it La Vie.
That's a perfect name for a drink company that provides life-giving microbes.
Yeah.
And so you've been an entrepreneur for many, many years, starting off with that very cool restaurant.
Well, I started out as a realtor.
Oh, real estate. Okay.
For 9 years, and then I jump into food.
Right. And you have a personal story with how, aside from being in a meat joint, how did you become inspired to create La Vie? Was it a personal quest, as I read in your bio?
Yeah. So imagine this: in my 20s, I was waking up more tired than before I went to bed. And then I also had mood swing that time of the month. I either cry or become not pleasant to people around me. And I'm bloated stomach all the time, and it was just not fun. And I didn't know, and I thought I was eating healthy. I would eat, the most expensive stuff you find in the grocery stores. You think that it's healthy. But I discovered that's not necessarily healthy, I mean, you are what you eat. So if you eat live food, then you become alive,
Do you feel that you were eating lots of cooked foods or things that were processed, but you thought they were, like marketing-wise, they looked healthy?
Yeah, I ate too much dead food, Mm-hmm. And now I believe strongly that the culture food, the fermented food, and the live food really, really helped me. I think I grew up with my father gave me too much antibiotics I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe he thought like antibiotics like a supplement or something, like it's cool or trendy and stuff. So now, not now, but then I suffer from digestive issues. I would be tired after eating. Can you imagine in my 20s? So, like if I kept going, I wouldn't know where I'm gonna be at 53 now.
But so many people have that same beginnings where they were put on a lot of antibiotics, and the studies do show that it really can alter your gut biome for the rest of your life. And so that's what you're experiencing, but somehow you came across live foods.
I was so lucky.
Was it like fruits and vegetables? Do you remember like a specific moment when you were like, yeah, this is it?
Yes. I started I was sitting in Cafe Gratitude because, it was in San Francisco. Somebody told me about raw food restaurant, and at the time, what you know about raw is like sushi, that's all most people know.
Or salad.
Or salad.
That's what I think, a salad.
Yeah. And so I went there on the way back from Lake Tahoe, and I ordered their smoothies. I remember it was with Brazilian nut milk, dates, figs, and Brazil nut milk, banana, and cacao. And when I had it, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is like, I feel there is cells in my body. It's like, I didn't know there are cells in my body, And at the time, there was a music playing there that was in my head that I couldn't get rid of it forever. It was the Obladi Oblada thing, music. I don't know who's Oblada, da 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 da. And I was like, wow, this is so weird. I'm feeling alive, and I'm hearing the music that is in my head in this place, So I took it as a sign. I was contemplating, it's a sign or coincidence, But there is no such thing as coincidence,
It's a sign, it's cosmic.
Yes. So
that was your aha moment.
That was my big aha moment.
And then did you get right to the kitchen and start experimenting with different live foods?
How did you know?
I'm psychic a little. I know your story a little bit.
We know each other too long.
Yeah, Yeyen's an old friend of mine.
Yeah.
And colleague.
Yeah.
In this business.
We're in it together. I was like love. How do you say it? It's like hit love over hill or something like that. I'm not really good with this.
Head
over hill, So I ordered all kind of uncooked book.
Okay.
From Roxanne to Giuliano to Victoria Butenko to Cafe Gratitude. I think had a uncooked book at the time for dessert. It was just incredible. And as I was doing all these experiments, and I would spend days, and would be long days every day, and my body changed as I was doing that. My skin changed, my hair changed, my energy level changed, and I just couldn't believe it. And I said, wow, if this helps me, this would help other people. And combined with my childhood dream of having a restaurant, there you have it. We had Café La Vie,
That's a perfect story. It's so inspirational about having a personal need and then turning that into a business. And now you are a woman-owned business here in the Bay Area.
Yes.
And you're going strong. And so you make these amazing fermented beverages.
Yes.
Plus a lot more.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying one right now.
Well.
And it tastes so fantastic. It's coconut almond milk.
Yes.
And how did you come up with all the formulas for these different beverages that you...
Well, first of all, I'm thankful that I came from Indonesia, where food is everything, right? And I'm Chinese descent, so food is just like everything. In Indonesia, if you guys never been there, it's when you eat their food, it's like potty in your mouth. It has to dance. You have to dance because when you drink or eat that food, in order to say that's a great food, So all the things that La Vie does or I created is nothing new. I just mix them together, coconut and almond just taste so good together. And I never use refined sugar in any of our ingredients. So I just put coconut nectar, So that's really cool. That's one of our best selling.
I can see why it's so tasty. I bet it would be great frozen, like a frozen treat.
Yeah, it's creamy and it's make like overnight chia pudding, really delicious. You can make it for your protein shake as a base. It makes a really, really good smoothie, a base for a good smoothie because of the richness from the coconut, and we use real coconut meat.
I can see that. And this is what's so inspiring about your story, Yeyen, is because these are live foods and these are not going to last forever on the grocery store shelf. So you're really competing against so many big businesses out there that are ruling, unfortunately, the world, which is why so many people are having massive health problems, right?
Yeah.
So your products are fresh and live.
Yes.
But they help people. This is not just a drink just to quench your thirst. This is
medicine.
It's medicine. It is real
delicious
food as medicine.
Yes.
Because the healing capabilities, I know you can't probably label it on the bottle, but you and I can talk about it.
Yes.
Like what impact fermented foods have on the gut. So you were talking about the antibiotics that you were put on, I'll say innocently, by your dad, who's only trying to help you. The white coats back then had so much authority.
Yeah.
And now we really have to self-educate ourselves in medicine and how to heal. So the probiotics really help to recolonize the intestinal tract.
Yes.
And that's like magic. Natural magic.
Magic in a bottle. Yeah, it's really, I started as a raw food and it did help me a lot. But I still have this bulgy stomach, I was like, hey, it's probably the way I look, Then I discovered fermented food and culture food, and I was like, whoa, it's gone. It's like, I don't have to look like that, So it's really took it to the next level. And because of that, I could grow as a business because it has longer shelf life. Because we were just doing raw food or raw drinks, like coconut milk lasts only 5 days. And what we're doing is make us very special because big businesses don't want to do what we do because it's shorter shelf life. It's very dynamic. It's not their purpose to make you feel good. Mm-hmm. It's their purpose is to, I'm not saying big business bad, but a different mission. My mission is to create products that make you feel better or feel good or heal you. I don't have a stockholder that tell me what to do, tell me when I shouldn't be making money and profit and this and that, I do it differently. The way I do it, okay, what do my customers need, because we do farmers market. So I know all of our customers, I know them by names, and I see their pain point. And so I create product that help them with their issues. And then we just have to charge them whatever it costs us plus a little bit more so that we can continue doing business. So the difference would be is I care. The customers is our number one. How do you say it? Like purpose is to heal the customers or to help them heal, mm-hmm. not so much of the pockets of mine or anything. Is the number one is flavor and help you.
What kind of ailments do you find are most common out there when you're attending the farmers markets?
So we have Kashiwashi Farm who kindly save their unpasteurized almonds. And I forgot the kind that we got. I know that they were saving us for years the same thing, the same kind, but they were out of it. So now they changed it to a different breed, but it's still unpasteurized organic almonds. Yeah.
Nice. But when the customers are coming to you, are they having digestive issues, mental stuff, depression? Like, can you share about some of the most common, like walking wounded ailments out there that people are coming to get help from you?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, all of their issues come down to it is digestive issues, because 80% of immune system live in the digestive system. A lot of them are, stress, or have a high blood pressure, that's stress related, diabetes, or they're just there to maintain their health. But I go to farmers market, I just see a lot of people can use this, like they can improve their gut health for sure.
Right, because so many people in the United States are unwell.
Yeah.
Somewhere upwards of 95% have some sort of metabolic issue, blood sugar problems. So your customers are almost everybody in the world.
All they have to do is just sample the products and they will buy it because it's so delicious. And you're not going to believe that, like our cleanse, for example, our cleanse packages, they're delicious, but they're also helpful. Like just the beginner cleanse has 500 billions of probiotic, not that I want them to go on a cleanse right away, but I think just get one bottle the first week they're there and finish it in 1 week. And then next week we get 2, to increase the dose. Then they get better, the beets. Who told me this is Miss Nancy Birang.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy.
She was a teacher of mine a long time ago.
Yeah, she's a nutritionist.
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy, sweetheart. So she goes, drinking this beet is a good test of your stomach acid. If you drink this and your bathroom is red, that means you don't have enough stomach acid. That means you have not been really efficiently process your food, because if you're efficient with your digestive organs, it should come out clear. So what do you do, right? You either can take enzyme pills or you keep drinking this fermented beet stuff that we have. That's delicious. And your goal should be drinking it and come out and have your number 1 to 2 clear, So I did that journey based on her education, and so that's how I increase my energy level, because knowing that this thing really helps, and a lot of things that I tell my customers is out of my own personal journey, like I came up with the idea that it's not so much of the food you eat, it's also how strong is your digestive system. For example, I love ramen, but it's gluten, it's like, all the good stuff. It expands in your stomach. So when I eat ramen without any help, I would have to, when I'm done with it, I have to push the table, for me to get out, because my stomach is look like, I don't know, 5 months pregnant now, but then I, not accidentally, but I purposely drank one of my drinks before I ate ramen, and when I'm done with it, it's like, wow, it's not that big, it's like my stomach's not that big. So I'm like, wow, this is amazing, this really helps, So there's a lot of those things come from my own journey, discovering stuff.
Yeah, and the beets, they really are a superfood.
Yes.
And I think people get super turned off. Beets, I think my first beet was from a can, from my grandma.
Yes.
And I was like, ugh, what kind of awful food is this? Like asparagus in a can. Just don't ever do it. It'll ruin you.
Yes.
But when you make a great fresh beet that you're using, you're taking a whole fresh beet. It's uncooked, right?
Correct. And we peel it, we chop it. About 1 inch dice, like that, and then we just put it in water and salt to kill the bacteria, and we put our cultures, 6 strains of cultures, including acidophilus, and leave it for, because it's a big batch, so I leave it for 3 weeks. If you make it in a mason jar, you can just do it for 3 or 5 days, depending on the temperature of the room.
Right, so this is basically like lacto-fermented vegetables, and you add a little help because you're doing it like commercially, and you have to really produce a lot.
Yeah, and I want to know what the benefits of the drink, so that's why we put 6 strains of probiotic in it.
Right, so you can be really accurate.
Yes.
But also people should know that just making fermented food like cabbage or carrots or cauliflower or beets have natural enzymes on it that or bacteria that creates a natural fermented food. And people around the world have lived on this stuff for our entire civilization.
Well, we have to remember... Is
this correct?
Yes,
right?
We have to remember how the foods were made long time ago, because that is when they truly look at food as medicine. What do you think? What did people do before they discover pharmaceutical? It's herbs and stuff, roots and, So
and the ways to preserve it too, so they could preserve it, right?
Yeah. I just remind people how the foods are made or supposedly eaten,
I know, and I want us to get back to that. And one of your special places that you like to hang out is at the farmers market. So when you're there, you're seeing people who have issues, but you're seeing also, I imagine, so much inspiration of all these amazing foods that are coming. We're in the Bay Area, so we're very blessed to have many farms nearby.
Well, the ingredients, if you like to cook, the ingredients kind of like make you, excited, right? Because it's like your mind start thinking what you're going to do with this stuff and that stuff, And this is such an amazing time of the year where the colors are out, the fruits, the vegetables, we almost get to pick the cherries.
Yeah, the cherries are coming.
The blueberries.
Yeyen she grows some food on her property, and she was so sweet to bring me beautiful berries, and it looks like white raspberries.
No, these are mulberries.
Mulberries,
yeah. Thanks to my husband, Farbot Dinyari, who makes all this. But
this is what we grew up, our civilizations have grown up on, pure raw food that are in season. And that's something I really like to impart on people, the importance of eating in season food. And then we can cook from that.
Well, honey, first of all, the flavor, right? When things are in season and you get it from the farmer's market, call me spoiled because, after eating stuff from the farmer's market, I don't know. I have a tough time getting vegetable from somewhere else unless I have to. I would shop in certain grocery store, but my goodness, the flavor is just so incredible. I used to think that potato is just a potato, but no.
Right? I had some peas out of my garden. I shared this with on another podcast, but it blew my mind, just the sweetness and the crunch, and it was fresh. And it's a very exciting experience.
Yeah, shishito pepper from Anna's farm. What is it, Anna's farm or something like that? It's amazing.
That's so good. Well, listen, folks out there, we're going to take a short commercial break. You're going to hear some fun Santa Cruz advertisements, so hang tight, and we'll be right back with Yeyen Gunawan, and I'm Jill Troderman on Feeding the Family.
Outlet. 100% locally owned and operated, we're here to be your friendly neighborhood hookup. We believe that everyone should have access to fairly priced cannabis, so we work hard to get it to you for 30 to 50% less than the other guys. If you're 21 or older with a valid ID, visit us in Capitola or in Watsonville today. We're here to be your friendly neighborhood hookup. Check out our website, hookoutlet.com, for deals and stay groovy.
For about $1 a day, you can have all the major appliances and systems in your home guaranteed fixed or replaced. Jeff, a customer, wrote, "My air conditioner broke and I got a new one at no out-of-pocket cost." Call now. If the lines are busy, please call back.
Call the Home Warranty Hotline now at 800-528-1660. 800-528-1660. 800-528-1660.
About that first impression. Hi, this is Bettina McBee from Bettina's Buzz on SantaCruzVoice.com. And that first impression is my business card created by Dynamic Press. It is my favorite business card. It gets everybody's attention right away. If you want to make a good first impression, get your business cards and any printed media at Dynamic Press. And tell Angelo Bettina sent you.
Attention content producers. You can have access to a complete digital media production facility at Satellite Co-working and Digital Media Studio on Soquel Avenue. Easily rent video and audio equipment, a studio with green screen, editing suite and audio booth, all at can't say no rates. Schedule a tour to see for yourself at satellitecoworking.com. Mention Santa Cruz Voice for 20% off your first reservation.
Hey folks, we are back live in Santa Cruz, California. I have with me today Yeyen Gunawan from La Vie, and we are having a really interesting conversation about the importance of eating fresh, raw foods and incorporating probiotics and fermented foods into your diet. And Yeyen, so we wanted to talk a little bit about a lot of your work stems from the farmers market, so you get to see the bounty and the in-season fruits and vegetables that are coming in. So what are some amazing things that you're seeing right now in the market? And do you have any special recipes, special yumminess that we could tantalize our guests with?
Yes. Where do I begin? Apricots is in season, all the stone fruits, cherries, blueberries, asparagus. Coming up soon is watermelon, right?
Yes.
So
But the
artichokes, stone fruits.
you said?
Oh, what did I do? I used to make this cobblestone fruits at my restaurant, Cafe La Vie. So just I grew up with diabetic mom, so sugar is always a thing for me until I discover raw food dessert, which is just a mix of nuts and fruits, and I can rationalize eating dessert with the raw food. Like at Cafe La Vie, I don't know if you remember, we made chocolate tort
Yes.
with avocado, right?
I wish we still had one in town,
Oh, I know, right?
but I know where you live.
You got it. Yes, I'm there for you, sweetheart.
So how do you make that? That sounds so good.
The
Chocolate?
chocolate avocado tort. Oh, so easy. You just mix avocado with cacao, and then you can put dates, or you can put agave, or any of your natural sweetener of your choice. Just put it in the food processor, maybe salt to just bring all the flavor together, and then just put it in a food processor. And for the crust, we just use shredded coconuts, dates, and almond or almond pulp that you use to make milk, and then the leftover, the pulp, you can use it for crust.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and then the crust, you can dehydrate it, put it in a mold and dehydrate it, and then you add that the chocolate avocado thing,
That sounds so good.
I know my friend Mike Parisi, hi Mike, told me years later, I'm like, you changed the way I think about avocado. I used to hate avocado, and then I went to your restaurant and I had the chocolate tort, and it's like, oh my God, now I eat avocado. Yeah, but I have a couple of recipe. I don't know, it is a time for recipe, or
Yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, so let's see. We could definitely do some recipes right now.
Okay,
So for instance, I wanted to ask you about comfort foods.
comfort food.
Well, like for instance, you're just sharing like desserts don't have to be something that we feel guilty about.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
like just what you described, eating that tort is like all healthy food. It's
Yes.
all nutrient dense, wonderful foods combined together
Yes.
that you can enjoy. So we could recreate what people feel.
Yeah. I
on their
mean, I raised a
dessert.
child, and I didn't want my child to be weird child. So
Yeah.
we eat anything, like if we like French fries, and I just use parsnip, and I bake the parsnip just like French fries. If we like want to have ice cream, we just use the coconut milk as a base to make ice cream. Smoothies. We eat everything that normal, I don't know, like, people would eat. They just better ingredients, healthier ingredients. Because I don't believe in suppressing your what do you call, your crave.
Right.
I just use better ingredients.
I think that is such a take-home message to honor that.
Yeah.
But we don't have to suppress it because it's going to come out in some other weird way.
Yeah.
Like you're going to go maybe have a cigarette instead. Or
sleepwalking and then go to your fridge.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get something sweet or satisfy that somehow. So why not use these good hacks to enjoy all these great comfort foods?
Yeah, chocolate is so good for you. Just use the dark chocolate, And if your gut health is good, you'll never have craving anymore.
Right.
Right? So,
Can you speak on that? Just educate the folks out there.
With the craving?
Yeah.
Okay, I say this all the time. By the way, you guys, if you are at the market, I'm in right now, these days, I kind of in Pleasanton and Campbell market a lot. And so I do like to talk about, I like to empower people and educate people about all kind of stuff like that gut related. So we were talking about why people have craving. Their pH is imbalanced. The pH in their gut is imbalanced. So when you have craving, when you have I call it brain frog.
Right. I like that better.
And that's because your bad bacteria outnumber the good bacteria. So what do? You can fight it with your mind. You just don't say yes to all those things that you want to eat, with sugary stuff. Or you have more fermented food. You just got to outnumber this bad bacteria. And just remember, you guys, every time you have something sugary and thing, you're feeding the bad bacteria. Today, maybe you have 1 million of bad bacteria, but tomorrow, because you feed it, become 2 million and 3 million. And at some point, your body goes you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to just throw this out of your body and I'm going to make myself sick and, that kind of stuff. So
our bodies naturally will take care of it if we're eating too much sugar, and then you have stomach aches, and then you have the gas and the bloating and all those horrible, uncomfortable feelings. So people are missing the probiotics. You can take that in a supplement form, or you can drink fermented foods or eat the fermented foods.
Or make it. Make it.
Let's see.
And, it doesn't have to be expensive, things you can just eat raw food. And you don't have to buy prebiotic stuff. Just eat fibrous food. That's feeding your good bacteria. And then you farm those good bacteria in your gut,
Yes.
Yeah.
This makes me very excited. So people get freaked out on raw food, you're going to have to grow your underarm hair out too and be like a full hippie chick.
They got to freak out about what's in their food that they eat that is in the package out there.
Isn't that true?
There's so many lies about, just misleading, you go to some place and the package is pomegranate, it's must be good, right? But then, what is with that pomegranate? You gotta have to ask yourself a question. How does this chickpea turn into a chip?
Seriously, you're so funny.
How many process does it take? And when you eat it, your body have to deprocess it, and that's why you get tired after eating, because your body want to make it as to natural state as possible.
Fascinating, because our body has to do all the chemistry.
Yes.
It has to undo all the packaging.
Yes.
So it's like taking we're gonna have some really cool chickpea flour or something or other, or a gluten-free nonsense.
Yeah.
Better just to have some brown rice instead of some weird concoction that's ultra-processed.
Yes. So people out there, if you want to have, ladies especially, want to have glowing skin.
Yes, tell us your beautiful secrets.
Just stick to raw food, or...
What would you eat for breakfast? Could you give us an example? Everyone take notes.
The best time it can be, as simple as just have water with lemon, or it can be, some fermented products like, beet kvass or something,
or some sauerkraut.
Or I don't know about the morning for me.
Oh, that's too intense.
Too much in the morning. I think so. I personally don't eat breakfast, but if I do eat breakfast, I would just have my tea, and then I would jump into chia seed, overnight oats. I love that. Some people not big fan of it, but I like soaking things into my coconut almond milk and just have it easy the next day, just put the chia seed and the oat and then soak it, and the next day you can have it with your bananas and cherries and blueberries and that kind of stuff, you know.
So that would be your first meal of the day, something fruity and with some good proteins in it, because you had some coconut.
Yeah, some people like,
Nuts.
eggs, but I would put like, this is when sauerkraut come in handy. I would eat my sauerkraut in the morning with the eggs,
Okay.
though. Sauerkraut, you're not going to believe it. It just, to me, it's like an umami.
Right.
And especially these days, sauerkraut get really fancy with all kind of vegetable. It doesn't have to be cabbage. There are beets
They
out
put
there.
some turmeric in. It gets too complicated.
I know.
I tell you, once I had a friend, and I was super into getting into fermented food.
Yeah.
And I was on a kimchi kick.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because when I used to eat at Chinese restaurants with my parents, and they used to give us kimchi before. So I guess maybe it was a Korean-owned Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's when I first got turned on to kimchi, and I loved it.
Well,
And most people don't. And I offered it to a friend years later, and I swear, this almost broke up our friendship. He's like, "What did you give me? Like, what are you thinking?" And I was like, "This is the best. It's cabbage and spicy." And he lived on like a very bland diet.
Yeah.
Of white processed stuff.
Yes. Well,
I thought it was the most...
culture shock.
It was. But people around the world eat this stuff.
Well, they make fancy things with kimchi. Fried rice kimchi. Kimchi fried rice. Something like that. It's so good.
It's so good.
And then we used to make, or we still can make mocktail, like Bloody Mary kimchi.
Oh, yeah.
That is so good. It's unbelievable.
I like that.
So we make that. We make pina colada too out of the coconut milk. That you can just add pineapple to the coconut milk.
For sure. And for people who want to double dip, they can add a little their favorite adult beverage, I suppose.
Yeah.
So the probiotics and the raw food. So what are some of your favorite farmer market meals that you would like to make or share with our friends?
Jill, it's really interesting because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I don't cook.
What?
Can you believe it? But I know the ingredients. I know who sell good stuff. I mean, I still do cook. I'm sorry. But I put things together more often now because I know where to get good ingredients. It's almost like cooking. It's almost like you just putting things together.
Fair enough. Yeah. Assembling.
Like, yeah. I would just like eat, for example, the smoked salmon from the farmer's market. I just add, that's interesting. I like sourdough bread to go with it. And then I put lettuce, and I put, of course, sauerkraut. And there is Miyoko's make like a sour cream, but it's vegan, so I do that. That makes my mouth. That's what I had for lunch earlier.
That sounds good. What do you think about when people do these labels, like, "Oh, I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, I'm an omnivore, carnivore"? Do you think that limits our brain in different stages of our life?
I think what my personal opinion is that never mix politics with foods, That's just me, though. You guys
what do you
gotta
mean by
do.
that?
Well, like they worried about the treatment to animals and stuff. And I do too, I think we overconsume on meats and stuff. I think because it's coming so easy. But I think being a mindful eater is very, very important to just say, how much meat do you eat in one day or 1 week? You don't want to have meat every day. You want to have a well-balanced meal. But some people don't like any animal products, and that's because their body. I like that.
So that makes it feel more natural, like it's a naturally occurring.
Yes. It's not your mind telling you what you need to eat. It's more like your body telling you what you need. I had an angry vegan person and became really actually somebody. Yeah. I mean, he was working for La Vie, and he was really hardcore vegan, and somebody in the company who also work is their coworkers together like, Eric, you need to eat meat. Yeah. I wouldn't say it myself, but thank God somebody else told him that, and ever since he was like really actually become a different person, like more chill. I think it was something in his body that was lack of. So anyway, now, long story short, he's no longer vegan. And I promote plant-based food because I think the more you eat plant-based, I mean, okay, you got to have percentage here. You can't be like 80% meat. And I mean, those diets that was going on, oh my God, it's like, no, guys.
Yeah, like the paleo stuff.
Yeah, you got to listen to your body, Not
Where's
everybody.
the fiber coming from, and where are the antioxidants?
Yeah, not everybody can digest meat like somebody, is, no. Like, so anyway, any diet that promote balanced meal or whole meal, I like that,
Yeah, I resonate with you on that one for sure. I think people get too, whether you want to call it political or ideological, and then they become an angry Eric, an angry vegan, because we've all met them.
And then I love you guys, vegan people, but some people eat too much carbohydrate because of the limited selection they got when they go out there.
Right. So
right.
You need the healthy fats.
And some restaurants just use vegan just because, and it's just not so appealing.
Fair enough.
And the vegan restaurants, I went to a vegan restaurant in Beverly Hills. They wouldn't call themselves vegan restaurant because they don't want to limit it to just vegan people. And they did make beautiful menu that are all plant-based, But then after 2 or 3 times going there, I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of fried food here.
Interesting.
Yeah, to me,
so it doesn't always have to be healthy just because it's quote unquote vegan.
To me, I think like the plant-based, the raw food is the ultimate if you can do it.
Yes.
We have somebody in the company, Deborah DiMartini. I don't know if you know her, but
I don't know her.
She is hardcore plant-based, raw vegan person, and she looks amazing in her 60s. Just to me, if you want to go on this crazy extreme stuff, is the raw food I think is good. I cannot be 100% raw. I just want to be honest with everybody, and I'm not vegan because I just can't stand still. Like if I just eat raw food, I have to have my quinoa, I have to have my protein.
So some warm foods on a cold winter day. We all want something a little more like stew.
Yeah.
But it could be still fresh, whole foods.
All real food. Yes.
Real food. I think that's what we're talking about.
Yes. Cafe La Vie started as just all raw, right? And it was summertime, August 23rd, almost 20 years ago. And then winter came, and it's like nobody came in. I'm like, oh, people do want warm food. And it's just natural to have warm something in the winter time. Your body needs that,
So I think this is all about really listening to yourself intuitively. What are you craving? Different times of the year.
Yeah.
And not being so extreme where you're just limiting and becoming frustrated.
Jill, I also think that, in my raw food restaurant time, there was somebody who was upset it was like super upset because he found out that the nori wasn't raw.
Oh, wow.
And just like, dude,
it's dehydrated
just you
a
being, because he was toasted or something.
Yeah, right.
And that energy of anger turned your body into acidic.
Seriously.
And
that's great.
People think I'm like, raw vegan and blah blah. When they invite me to come to their home, they're stressed out about it, and I do too, because if I know somebody coming to my place and strictly vegan, I suddenly have to switch the way I make meals, or put together a meal. I mean, luckily I have a whole walk-in full of food of raw vegan stuff, I can just mix it up. I have soup, right? I have broth, I have magic dinner broth, I have yogurt that can be a dessert, be beautiful parfait. I have raw crackers that I can make raw avocado toast with it,
Oh, good. I want to get a cracker recipe from you.
Okay.
So what, you wanted to share a recipe?
I have this raw cherry chia pudding, which is super easy. And cherries is natural sleep aid, anti-inflammatory, It lowers your blood pressure, reduce bad cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. Brain protection, my God, I need to eat lots of it. So to make raw cherry pudding, you basically just need almond milk, half cup fresh cherries, peel it and chop, 3 tablespoons chia seed, 1 tablespoon maple syrup, and half teaspoon of vanilla. You just blend almond milk, cherries, vanilla, and then you stir in the chia seed and refrigerate overnight. Top with cherries and shredded coconut.
Yum!
Easy,
That
right?
sounds so delicious.
So look, 5 ingredients. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I look for,
5 ingredients.
or less.
And they're all nutrient dense. So all
Yeah.
of those foods are going to optimize some part of your body.
Yeah, eat food that helps you, not break you.
I
you
like
know?
that.
And somebody else told me something that was cool that I never thought about. It's just like, use food as medicine so that you don't have medicine as your food later on in your life. Oh, what a cool
Yeah,
thing.
boom.
Yes.
How do you encourage people who want to adopt a healthy lifestyle and they're like, wow, I don't know, raw food, yeah, I could eat a carrot, but what are some hand-holding ways that people can start to embrace eating?
Just start small, you know.
Okay.
Just look at your food, look at the plate, what is living there,
Okay.
you know. Just start with something. Stock yourself, stock your fridge with, some sauerkraut or something living, you know. And it doesn't have to go crazy right away. Just maybe start with 20% of your stuff is raw.
Okay.
And if they buy my drinks, I'll just start with 1 shot glass worth of, beet kvass or blood or tropical kefir, which is just delicious. And in empty stomach, because they work like cleaning crew.
Yes.
They work best when you're not home. So, and also have another shot before you go to bed. Start with that.
Okay. So start small, because if people
Yeah.
are really incorporating a lot of probiotics,
Yeah.
they can have like something called dysbiosis, maybe some upset stomach or
Yeah, I think, there is some leaky gut syndrome out there.
Right.
Well, you have to be careful what kind of probiotic that you can take, so that's important.
Okay, so start slow, go to the farmer's market, start stocking your fridge with fruits and
Sauerkraut,
vegetables
yeah.
and sauerkraut and fermented foods.
Yes.
And don't be afraid.
Yeah. Go to the market. It's the best place to get your food.
Nice.
I know. Even bread is good there.
Right? I know people can start. I'm not afraid of bread. I always encourage people to do like
Sourdough, yeah.
and organic if you
Yes.
can, so you're avoiding some of the pesticides.
Yes. It does make a difference. Like my stomach's very sensitive when I eat. I don't eat bread that much, but when I eat sourdough, it doesn't affect me
Right.
as much. Yeah, or it doesn't affect me at all. So that's good.
That
This
is
is
so good.
fermented product. Yeah. So do we have time for another recipe, or you have more question?
Do one more recipe.
Asparagus bisque. It's vegan. So just you need olive oil, onion, garlic, 1 bunch of asparagus, about 1 pound, and a Yukon gold potato, peel and dice, 4 cups of vegetable broth, and half can of coconut milk. So first you saute it in a large pot, heat olive oil over medium heat, and then add onion and cook until soft. Then add garlic and saute it for 1 minute. The usual. Then cook your veggies. Chop asparagus and potato, stir to coat with oil. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you simmer. Pour in veggie broth. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes or until the potato is tender. And then you blend it, and then you return it to the pot, stir in coconut milk and lemon juice, add nutmeg, salt, and pepper, and then simmer on low for 2 to 3 minutes. You can always email me or call me for
That
recipes.
sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Gosh, you could have that hot or cold, I would imagine.
Yeah, right?
Right? Because it's a
Yeah.
bisque.
Yes.
That sounds
yes.
so flavorful
Yes, and there is that
rich.
what is that? The gazpacho, right?
Yes.
Tomatoes coming up. Gazpacho. You can have raw gazpacho.
right? With basil
Yeah.
and all the let's see, peppers go in a gazpacho.
Yes.
So I think there's more raw food and low cooking food that people think. I mean, there's more offered and available than we think.
Yes. All you need is a blender. My restaurant, it was a Pontiac grill, right? And then it became a Mexican restaurant, and then become raw food restaurant.
Okay.
And we had to throw away a bunch of those stuff, the grill, the deep fryer, and then just make it so simple. And it's so amazing when you cook raw food, you don't have to have this timeline, like suddenly you don't have to, oh my God, wait, you have to stress about how you serve the food, hot or this and that, It's all just use a blender, put everything in a blender or food processor, and it's all good.
Right. Or an immersion blender.
Yes.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
That thing does magic, man.
Right? That's so good.
Yeah.
So here's a fun question. If you could have a superpower about foods, what would it be?
Superpower about food?
Yeah, like if you could make a food be a superpower.
Whoa, that's a good question. Like what? Wait, let me try to understand that question. Like if I make one thing that become a superpower, like one food, one ingredient?
Yeah, like broccoli. If broccoli is a superfood, but it would already come chopped. I think chopping, people are like, chopping. If that's my biggest chore of the day, it's a big
that's
one.
meditation, I think, when you chop stuff,
Right? People have to get over that fear of chopping.
I don't know. For me, it's coconut. I love coconut.
Okay.
You mean, did
coconut.
I answer your question?
Yeah, so...
Oh, God. Coconuts.
You be a coconut. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know about the question. I have to rewrite it, I think.
Now, if you strand it in an island, and you can just live off coconuts.
Okay.
I can live off coconuts.
Coconut water.
And maybe you become like glowy by the time you're done with being stranded in an island. People are going to like, what the heck happened to you? Look beautiful.
I think that's a great compliment that you're shiny and beautiful and glowing like a coconut.
And
that's
smart
so
too, because it's brain food.
It is.
Yes.
All those good enzymes and energy, coconut water, it's like alkalizing, refreshing.
Every time. So we're lucky enough to use really, really fresh coconut. We hack probably about 900 coconuts a week.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my God, that's our biggest expense is coconut.
Oh my gosh, this whole hour flew by. I have to have you back because we only have a minute left.
Okay.
Where can people find you?
The website? drinklovey.com. Call me.
Okay, call Yeyen. Look her up.
Look me up
on Facebook.
Every morning I look up Facebook, and so Yeyen Gunawan, Gunawan, Yeyen, my first name.
Yeyen Gunawan.
Yeah.
And La Vie, and you can check her out at the farmers markets, and maybe you're gonna write a cookbook soon.
Oh, Jill.
Because I think you're so inspirational, Yeyen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I love having you on here. And again, I'm Jill Troderman, and this is Feeding the Family.
Yay.
And Yeyen and I will come together again and share more recipes.
Yes.
And go eat your fermented food.
Yes.
And create a nice, healthy, raw food diet.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you so much for having me, Jill, and doing what you're doing to the community and keeping us healthy.
Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. I appreciate that. All right, you guys,
welcome.
have a rock star day. Love everyone and love yourselves. Be well. Bye-bye.
Ciao.